Hello and welcome to the video. Some of the best food in the world is in Barcelona, Spain. And today we're gonna go deep and try some of the best food that Barcelona has to offer. But first, like and subscribe because I'm giving away $100 when I reach 1,000 subscribers and you could win some free money. So let's get going. So this is jamón ibérico. It's a special type of ham made from Spain, particularly in the Barcelona area of Spain, and it's absolutely delicious. Like the best type of ham in the world. It's, they feed the pigs like special food to make their meat come out special, kind of like what the Japanese do to make wagyu. And so there are many different types of ham. So depending on the different type of the region that you get the ham ibérico from, you can have different flavors. This type of ham is from the north of Spain, and it's very soft and tender. And this type of ham is from the, I don't know where it's from, they didn't mention, but it's very kind of sweet, and I think they mentioned because they feed the pigs honey, and it's delicious. And then this type of ham is from the south of Spain, and it's strong. I wonder what makes it strong, but it's delicious. And it's a real staple in like Barcelona in general, so if you're ever traveling around Barcelona, you will see for sure a ton of ham ibérico places. I strongly recommend, if you like ham, you try this because this will be the best ham that you've ever had in the world. At least for me, that is the case. Absolutely delicious. This ham from the south, it's kind of a strong ham. It has almost a slight olive aftertaste to it, which goes really well with ham. It makes me think that the pigs were fed olives, which very likely could be the case. But it's absolutely delicious. It's salty, almost a little bit sweet, and absolutely delicious. This is the sweet ham. Let's give it a go. It's ever so sweet, but the sweetness is delicious. Oh my goodness, that is so good. And this is the ham from the north. That northern ham is so soft, it almost just melts in your mouth. That's incredible. Like if you just leave it on your tongue for a little bit, it starts to dissolve. That's insane. Absolutely delicious. And always good to pair the ham with some red wine. This is like a Catalan wine. So Catalonia is the region of Spain that Barcelona is in. This wine is just super smooth, goes down so easy. If you're ever in Barcelona, you need to make sure you try jamón ibérico. It's game changer, quite a life changer. Absolutely delicious. This whole experience is a true pleasure, an absolute pleasure. This is cava. It's almost like a Spanish type of champagne, but it's better. It tastes a lot better than normal champagne that I've had. It's very dry. It's like a white wine that's very dry, and there's no added sugar in it. It's sparkling, like champagne. It just is super smooth and super easy to go down. But yeah, I've never heard of cava until I just kind of stumbled into this ham shop, and you can just have glasses of cava as you eat ham. It's absolutely delicious. A little bitter, very smooth, no problem whatsoever. Absolutely delicious. So this is paella. It's generally thought of as the famous dish from Spain, but really it's from Valencia in Spain. So that's a little south of where Barcelona is. And basically what it is it's like rice and usually fish and veggies, some sort of broth, all kind of mixed together and stewed together like a stew made out of rice. I've heard it's pretty good. I've had it like once or twice before. Like you can see all the veggies. There's some shrimp in there, some mussels, some clams. Then you like sprinkle some lemon or whatever on top. Kind of interesting. It's hard to find things to compare it to. Maybe like decent comparisons, some sort of like risotto. But let's give it a try. Almost tastes like pasta more so than rice. With like all the seafood in it. It's good. I feel like it's just kind of something you need to try because it's hard. There's really no comparison for paella. If you're ever in Spain, make sure you try paella. So I'm here at this place called La Cova Fumada, which is where Bambas were rumored to have initially began. So Bamba is like a mashed fried potatoes stuffed with cheese, meat covered in like garlic aioli and some spicy sauce at the top. And it's really good, pretty cheap. You usually find them at like Tapas and stuff. But this place, La Cova Fumada, was rumored to have initially been the first people to make it. So they should be pretty good. Let's give them a go. Heavy. Very heavy. Good. Kind of cheesy, spicy at the top. Maybe a little bit of meat. Can't tell. Garlic aioli. Good stuff. So these are tapas. They're like small little appetizer dishes that you have generally in Spain. They're pretty common to have in Spain. Basically, so I got a few tapas here. These are stuffed peppers. Got some manchego cheese. Manchego cheese. Manchego cheese is like, I think it's called sheep's cheese, like cheese made from sheeps. So that's pretty interesting. And then we got some Iberian chorizo. So Iberian is the type of ham common in North Spain. And so you can get Iberian ham, which is like the well-known ham that's on the leg that we had earlier. And then you can get Iberian sausage as well. So like those are the two very common ham products made from Iberian pork. So let's give them a go. This is the manchego cheese, sheep's cheese. That's weird. That's a very weird taste. Not sure if I like it. A little salty. Interesting. You can definitely tell it's not cow's cheese. Let's give the Iberian sausage a go. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, that's very, very edible. Highly recommend that. Alrighty, right now for the stuffed peppers. So these guys are stuffed with, I think it's goat's cheese. Stuffed peppers, you can see a little bit of goat's cheese in there. Let's give it a go. Oh wow, those are really good. So if you ever come to Spain, I feel like tapas are literally advertised everywhere in Spain. It's pretty much impossible to come to Spain and not have tapas. It's kind of like going to Mexico and not having tacos. But overall roundup, Iberian chorizo, absolutely delicious. Manchego cheese, interesting flavor, very interesting flavor. Maybe give it a go. I probably won't be trying it again. And generally what the restaurant you go to, they'll have like common tapas, like stuffed peppers, chicken, some sort of other little small dish or like flatbread. And you can just ask for what they'd recommend. They recommended me the peppers. Peppers are absolutely delicious. That's the best way to go about it. Further follow-up on manchego cheese. So this manchego cheese, or sheep's cheese, got like a very strong flavor to it. Very kind of like, bitter is not the right word. It's more of like a pungent, kind of pungent and salty. It smells fine, smells only a little bit cheesy. It doesn't have the sharpness of cheddar. It's kind of like a musk almost. Interesting taste. Not sure I quite like it. Anyways, on to the next food. This is a type of dessert called Crema de Catalonia. Basically, it's like some sort of custard type dessert. I really don't know too much about it. It looks like a creme brulee or some sort of like custard that is flame broiled on top to make it kind of like, what do you call it? Like caramelized a bit. But it's interesting. I've never tried this before. Really don't know too much about it. It kind of looks like custardized pudding, but apparently it's a kind of famous dessert in the Catalonia area. Barcelona, for clarity, is part of Catalonia, which is like a region in Spain. This region in Spain has wanted to and thought about and tried to, I think, even become their own country because they're pretty different. And well, I don't know too much about that, but they definitely have their own types of desserts. So let's give it a go, see how it tastes like. So it's like a cold custard. It's like
you can kind of break it up, the caramelized pieces. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's like cold pudding with caramelized topping. Kind of reminds me of a crème brûlée, which is probably like the equivalent of this in France. It's pretty good. Not bad, not my favorite. So this is like a vanilla pudding. If you take a flamethrower and then you kind of like flamethrow the pudding and make it like a candied top, it's okay. It's pretty good. Like if you like pudding, sweet things in general, you'd probably like this. I'm not a huge fan of like sweets, but it's not bad. Yeah, if you like sweet food and you're ever in Barcelona, probably Spain in general for that reason, you'll probably like this. So yeah, that's Crema de Catalonia. It's all right, pretty good.
I hope you learned a little bit about Spanish food today, and like and subscribe and you may win some free money. See ya.